When I said, John, what do you want to taste? We're like, Goldschlager.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to My Tiny Bottles, the project where I'm exploring my grandmother's legacy of miniature liquor bottles, one tiny bottle at a time. I'm your host, Tammy Coxon, and I am here today with my dear friend, John Coxon, no relation, even spelled differently. John, why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
So hello, I'm John Coxon. I'm a science fiction fan from England, and I do a podcast called Octothorpe, which is about science fiction and science fiction fandom. And I enjoy alcohol.
And in particular, apparently you enjoy Goldschlager. Because
Yes.
when I said, John, what do you want to taste? We're like, Goldschlager.
Yes. Well,
Why?
because it's cool. I mean, so two reasons. Firstly, it reminds me of my childhood. Or more accurately, my university days. And it is, I think, nice. So I am keen to try it. And it has gold flakes in.
Did it make you say yikes when you first tasted it? Because that was their marketing campaign. That was actually on the bottom of the blimp was the word yikes.
It did not make me say yikes to my recollection, although it has been a long time. So maybe. But yeah, no, one of the things I loved about the episode you did on it was I've always been a massive fan of blimps and airships, and I didn't know Goldschlager had their own blimp. So
That was really quite impressive.
yes.
Well, okay, so what I know is it's a cinnamon
Yes.
liqueur.
And it's got gold flakes in to get you drunk quicker.
Right, because they slit your throat and the alcohol absorbs better. That's what I heard.
Yep.
All right, well, I think we should just dive in.
Yes, absolutely. Technology.
Technology. See, it's so much easier with tools. All fear is gone for me now, but I have a giant squeezy thing. All right. Little syrupy. This had a nice fill level, right? It was very full. It was up to the top. So I assume it was probably always this syrupy. We haven't had any evaporation. Yeah. All right. Well, we typically start off by smelling things. Definitely smells like cinnamon.
Yeah, it smells.
Wow.
It smells like, you know, when you're walking in a shopping mall and you get the wall of Cinnabon before you see the shop.
Uh-huh.
It's not hard to detect the Cinnabon.
Right.
The cinnamon. And it almost like there's a sweet from when I was a kid called Atomic Fireballs. And I don't,
That's what I was going to say, is it definitely does evoke a little bit of Cinnabon, but it's got that red hot character, right? I can see why people would be like, yikes, if it's going to taste anything like that red hot thing.
No, it is.
I don't know that we're going to get anything else to say off the nose except cinnamon. Red hot atomic cinnamon fireball. All right, so shall we taste?
Yeah.
I know probably you're used to shooting this.
I can sip.
You can sip. Okay,
I'm a grown up now.
In case the instincts kicked in and you just felt like you had to knock it back.
Yep, no, that is fair. I will not do.
Cheers. All right, I don't have to say yikes, but it's a lot of flavor.
Yes. It tastes of cinnamon. And it tastes specifically of that Atomic Fireball kind of sweet shop cinnamon flavor rather than a cinnamon roll. And you get just warming and easy to drink. It does not taste 40%. Like if you were having something else that was 40%, I think it would be harder to drink than this just neat.
And when it came out, it was something like 57% or something. It was actually quite high proof. 53 maybe, 53 and a half. So it was 107 proof. And this is only 40%. So this is definitely, not as alcoholic aggressive as it would have been.
And you do get a few gold flakes in there. So
After you, it doesn't taste bad.
No, I mean, it's not my favorite drink of all time. But it's a nice sipping cinnamony drink.
And so does it taste like you remember pretty much?
Oh yeah, like this is definitely bringing back memories of university days. Obviously in Britain, undergraduates university can drink because the legal age is 18 here. So
right.
I never drank underage.
Never. No. This is probably 20 to 25 5 years old, if I'm doing my math correctly, because this was, I guessed, probably between 1995 and 2006 from my grandmother's collection. So somewhere in that 20 to 25-year-old range. This has held up pretty well, I think. I mean, you say, yeah.
When I started my university degree in 2007, so like if it's from the end of that range, then that would be right as I was starting to kind of get into drinking it.
Right. Okay, well, I did bring, because you asked me to, you said we would need more Goldschlager. So I did bring the smallest bottle of Goldschlager I could find right now, which is this one. The first thing I want to point out is how much less gold flake there is. There's more gold in my mini than there is in this entire half bottle.
Yeah, no, it's definitely shrinkflation. They're definitely cutting back on the gold. So presumably this will get us drunk slower.
Right. Very important. Or more, because this one is actually 43.5%.
Yes.
So it might actually be a little faster.
And also in the bottle, it seems less syrupy, but I don't know if that will bear out when we actually...
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's find out. You can keep that one. Come on, we do this scientifically. We have to be able to taste them side by side. You don't have to finish your first one before we get to the second. It's still coming out pretty syrupy.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
All right, sample number 2. The one with less gold in it.
Yeah, you can. There's no gold in my glass, or there's like maybe very little. Nowhere near as cinnamony.
Nowhere near as cinnamony. That's interesting.
Way more like hard alcohol. Kind of. It almost smells like a cinnamon vodka rather than the one we just smelled.
Do you think it'll be less sweet?
I don't know. That's interesting. I was genuinely expecting it. I kind of assumed that they would have kept it very consistent, but I don't know. I wonder if that's because it has become such like a thing you mix with various horrendous things. So that's foreshadowing. But maybe
you're scaring me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Yes. Oh. Ooh.
Hazel. It's different.
Different. Not bad.
Not bad.
The cinnamon's in a... This is not... I don't know. I'm not good at describing the taste of alcohol, but it's almost like the cinnamon's in a different place in my mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had that same experience. The old one... It's kind of a back of the throat. Like, you feel the burn when you go down. I don't really feel a lot of cinnamon on my tongue. This...
Yeah, this is definitely on the tongue.
The modern one...
The modern one is on the tongue.
Much more forward.
Yeah. I think I prefer the mini.
Okay.
But I mean, this is still good. And I don't know if I had this, I don't know if I would have picked up on the differences.
Right.
So
the side by side is always, yeah. All right.
And that can't just be the proof rate. Like the 3.5% difference isn't enough to do that, I would assume.
I would agree. I mean, maybe the more aroma of alcohol, that probably is accountable by the proof. Also, this, while it was a well-sealed bottle, is going to have changed over the years. And so maybe it would have hit more similarly. But also, like, they're not sourcing the same cinnamon they were 25 years ago. It could be from a different part of the world. Yeah. Processing could be different. I do think when I swirl them around, the old one is a little bit more viscous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
yes.
While not necessarily having a difference in perception of sweetness. And that's been one of my experiences with the old bottles too. However they're sweetening things now tend to not produce the same viscosity as it did then.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I just make shit up.
Do you think, I guess like the other thing is like climate change? Like are the trees affected? They must be. So even if you're sourcing cinnamon from the exact same forest.
Sure.
Forest? Cinnamon forest? No one knows. Presumably, even if you are, the climate is changing anyways.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, right. And then sourcing is even more likely to have changed, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you said that I needed to bring more because you had a thing you wanted to do.
So I'm going to introduce Tammy to a drink called a glitter bomb. And a glitter bomb is where you fill a glass with Red Bull, and then you drop a shot glass of Goldschlager into into the Red Bull.
Okay.
And then you down it.
Okay.
We can sip. It's quite nice to sip.
All right. I'm going to have you be my guide to this college hazing ritual.
This was the pub I used to drink in, which was the Old Horse in Leicester. Used to do 6. I mean, primarily it was Jaeger bombs, but they did other bombs as well. And it was 6 for £6.66. And that was how we would start most nights out.
And is this a Jaeger bomb?
Well, the Jaeger bomb would be with the Jägermeister.
Oh, with Jaeger. Okay, so,
So a glitter bomb is with
a glitter bomb with
Goldschlager.
Goldschlager. I'm caught up now. One of the things that's kind of interesting about me as somebody who talks so much about spirits and alcohol now is I didn't start to drink till I was 30.
Yeah. And you probably started with nice drinks rather than drinks designed to get you wired and drunk for nights.
It's true, right? Like getting drunk has never been my goal at any point in my drinking life.
I think it was definitely when I was younger. It definitely was, and that has massively shifted. So now I'm in my mid-30s. It's like I like drinking, but I don't like really being drunk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
All right,
okay.
Shall we do it?
Yes.
Show me the ways.
So.
All right. Let's get these guys out of the way.
Yes. Nice tasting glasses. No. And then shot glasses. Yes. So. And obviously you get the aroma of the Red Bull.
I have to also tell you, this is my first time having Red Bull. You're opening my eyes up to so many possibilities.
So Red Bull tastes as it smells.
Thank God I brought a second can.
Yes. I don't want to overfill them in case we get a lot of spillage, but I do want a little bit more than that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So. And I think we need to be back here.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'm going to do this with the new stuff because it seems a shame to waste the
that way
historic.
We can let other people taste the historic stuff.
Yeah. So.
And there's no glitter. It's not even going to be a glitter bomb because they're so non-glittery now.
No, this is the modern stuff is definitely less gold. Okay, so you get your glass, you get your shot.
Okay.
And you drop in.
Right from the center? Am I going to the side? Right in the middle?
Oh, I mean, I was never sober when I did this. So these are technical questions.
Okay.
So you do what you feel is best.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Ready.
And then we drink.
Oh,
and it fizzes.
It got foamy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I think I just get Red Bull. I haven't gotten any.
You get that Red Bull is quite overpowering. This is the first time because this is your first time having Red Bull.
Right.
This is definitely the first time you've done a Red Bull tasting.
It's true.
Flavor notes. Overwhelming bull flavor.
Yeah, and I think all of my Goldschlager is still in the glass. You're clearly drinking this better somehow to get both of them. Do I have to drink the whole thing?
Well, I think the larger the gulp you take, the more it mixes. So this is the taste of my youth. Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
Yep. All right, and now I'll be awake for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so if you're going out and you're, in need of energy and alcohol, this was the vehicle that could achieve that.
You're saying this is the Four Loko of your youth?
Yeah, kind of thing. It brings back a lot of memory.
Excellent. Well, thank you for introducing this memory to mine. I have to say, when you were like, I want to do this thing, are you okay with that? I was like, I think he asked me, do you know what a glitter bomb is? And I said, no, and I'm not going to research it because I just want to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
So thank you for that experience.
It's a cultural exchange.
Yes. I can't imagine a better person to have tasted Grandma's tiny bottle of Goldschlager with than you. Where can people find you on the internet?
So I am John Coxon, and that's Coxon, C-O-X-O-N, unlike Tommy. And I'm johncoxon.bsky.social.
Yes.
And that is where you can find me. How about you?
And if people want to find Octothorpe?
Oh, yeah. So you can go to octothorpecast.uk, and then it will redirect you to our Podbean page, and you can listen, or you can find us based in any podcast app.
Right.
So, yeah.
If you Google Octothorpe Podcast, it probably finds you too. I'll, of course, put links to all of that in the show notes. You can find me at Blue Sky as well, Tammy LC on Blue Sky. And then also you can find My Tiny Bottles on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, you can go to mytinybottles.com and then you can read all about the blimp and the other crazy things that Goldschlager did in their advertising campaigns in the 1990s.
Yes.
And all the rumors that circulated around it. And go there. And then also, go to the comment section, either on the website or in this YouTube video, and leave a comment. Leave a like, leave a share, hit up my Patreon. If you would like to get some more bonus content and other cool things. Cheers. I got something left.
Cheers. Yikes.